Hello, well, we're at Toddington at the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway for a very special reason today, and that reason is to record this locomotive, Dinmore Manor. And the reason we're recording Dinmore Manor is to tie in nicely with Accurascale's new 00 gauge locomotive. Now, they very kindly invited us along today just to witness the whole sound project process, how they go about creating a sound project and what the sound project is likely to sound like for their brand new model when it comes out later this year. Your chance to see the whole process come together for their very special DCC sound fitted models as created from this locomotive here. Join us. Like any sound project, it all starts with microphones. As we can see before we depart, Jamie Goodman's attaching his microphones to various parts of Dinmore Manor. Every aspect of a locomotive's possible activity must be recorded, such as buffering up, coupling and uncoupling, and door slamming. That's all the doors shut. Hopefully that will also come out on the sound recording that Jamie's doing for the Accurascale project, and the train's ready to depart. Yes, even the guard's whistle needs recording.
Handbrake's off, isn't it?
Handbrake is off.
Yeah. Right, thank you very much. We have a green.
Okay.
As we depart down the line, the driver and fireman prepare to put Dinmore Manor through its paces, so as to capture as many scenarios as possible for the sound project. This even includes the locomotive doing some unusual manoeuvres, which we'll see further down the line.
You've got the right one for the section as well. Right, okay, mate.
Yeah, and I've got the wrong start in my
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah. Nothing I tell you to do, we haven't got it.
Recording a range of sounds today. We're working through everything that we can, so as well as the main locomotive sounds, we're recording a range of ancillary sounds as well, so that we've got snifters lifting, we've got the ejectors working, even coal shoveling. So again, a full range of sounds. So what we're trying to replicate is the fidelity that we achieve with the accuracy of the models, only with the sound this time. Sound is a vital part of what we do, what we produce, and as you've seen, that it sounds equally well to the non-DCC version. So to have a good, accurate sound file to accompany these models is absolutely essential to the sales.
As we've been travelling, the driver's been working hard, allowing Jamie to capture the locomotive speeding up, slowing down, running at speed, running slowly, braking, opening and closing drain cocks and cylinders, even recording the fireman shoveling coal.
Next, we come to a stop at the top of an embankment before setting back, allowing Jamie to capture one of the more impressive sounds in the project: acceleration under heavy load.
Reverse back down again. So what we're going to do, we're going to back off, back down, slightly.
So at the moment we're on board the train as we're going through a number of manoeuvres. At the moment we're going in reverse. Any second we'll come to a halt, it'll stop, no doubt there'll be a toot on the horn, and then we'll pull forward and start heading back up the incline again. The idea of this is to simulate a number of different sound files that can be created under real conditions with the train heading back and forth. So we're now just heading back the other way. So we've just done a number of manoeuvres like this, and we'll do a few more over the course of this morning. On board the train, it's under loaded conditions, just to give that sort of different sound to a loaded train compared to light engine sounds. We'll be doing light engine sounds and runs back and forth along the line a little bit later on. So it probably looks a little bit odd to people living along the line side. The train's going back and forth, back and forth. We've done 3 or 4 of these trips now already. And I dare say we'll do another 1 or 2 before they're happy with the various sound files that they've got. So we're sort of heading back up the bank now. We'll come to a halt at the top of the bank, and then again back into reverse, back down the gradient, stop just the other side of the bridge there, and then back up again.
Now let's head into the Hornby Magazine workshop to listen to the new sound project fitted within the model.
So you join us here in the Hornby Magazine workshop. You've already seen the locomotive in action on the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway. We're here in the workshop. Alongside me to my right is the model of Cookham Manor from Accurascale, and the Manor's fitted here with a sound decoder fitted with the Jamie Goodman sound file project with all of the sounds created on that day at the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway. We're going to put them through their paces on the layout here today. All the sound fitted locomotives, including Hornby Magazine's model of Bradley Manor, the limited edition, which unfortunately, if you've not gotten hold of one right now, it's sold out in advance. But there are other sound fitted versions available, and indeed there's non-sound fitted versions of the limited edition from Hornby Magazine available still to order. This is the Great Western Green version of Cookham Manor, and I thought we'd just run through some of the sound files before we set the locomotive off. It's just in light steam at the moment, standing by to head off. That's via F1. F2 is the active brake function button. F3 is the first of the whistles on the locomotive. It's a playable whistle. F4 is a slightly longer version. And on F7, something of a toot, if you like, which is rather nice. And then there's F5 and F6, which simulate loads on this particular sound project. You'll also have noticed whilst we've been talking that various other ancillary sounds are going off automatically. The decoder's got various elements within it, within its parameters, that will enable some of the other sounds to kick in randomly, as well as you being able to select them as well. So, for example, F8 is the coal shoveling. F9, injectors. And on F10, cylinder drain cocks. Another of my favourites is on F15. This is one of my personal highlights because, as you'll have seen in the footage that we've seen earlier today at the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway, I was involved with slamming the Mark I carriage doors shut, and F15 simulates that. You can't hear my breath as I'm running down the platform, but and F16 is the guard's whistle, which makes me think the locomotive is ready to pull away. So let's put the sound files to action, I think. So there you have it, Accurascale's newly tooled 00 gauge Manor, fitted with Jamie Goodman's sound project on board. If you'd like to find out more about Hornby Magazine's limited edition of Bradley Manor, just visit the Key Publishing shop. All the details are on the screen below there, and find out more at keymodelworld.com. And there you have it, Dinmore Manor at rest after being put through its paces here at the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway today for the sound recording project for Accurascale's new 00 gauge Manor due out later this year. Thank you to the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway for all their assistance and the teams who've put on such a good display with the locomotive today to get the best sound recordings out of them, and we'll see you soon.
Pre-order your limited edition model of GWR 7802 Bradley Manor now at shop.keypublishing.com or by clicking on the link in the description.